How you doing, guys? Professor EDC with another first impressions video. And what do we have here? We have a traditional. Yes, I love traditionals. Didn't you know? I do not only love my Jack Wolf collection, which is an entirely different topic, but I do love a good traditional knife. And well, how can we not talk about case? In this case, the Copperlock, also mentioned as Copperhead. This is made in micarta, black and green micarta. Looks like snake skin. Sorry about that. And it's also very well polished. That's why I mentioned that it feels like snake skin. And it is very much polished, something that I personally I don't like, because it's a finger magnet. But anyways, love the clip point, love the design. This is an original design by WR Case, and it's a combination, as I remember, between a copperhead and a trapper, hence sometimes being called a copperhead, right? Backlock. Love the sound of this when it closes. Just that spring. Nice. It's pretty well centered, just a bit towards the face, the oh my god, the diamond shield face, and just a good all-arounder knife. And you're going to see, because I hadn't noticed one thing on the size of this thing. And well, before that, let's just get to our specs. Measurements, almost 7 3/4, the full length. How about closed? This is the full size. There is a mini, but this is the full size. 4 and a hair over, 4.2 around there inches. How about the blade length? Blade length is at 3 3/4, and the edge is at just under 3 inches, like 2.9. So guess that's gonna be legal in most places, depending where the officer measures the blade, right? If it's the edge or the full blade. So just gotta have that in mind. This is a very comfortable working traditional knife, and I really enjoy it. How it is built, the pins, the liners, how all of that is going to patina and just become a bit darker with time. That's something I truly enjoy seeing in my knives. But let's compare. Gotta clean that too. And this is where it surprised me, because it's the same size as the bug out. It's exactly the same size as the bug out. Love that detail. Here we have a Victorinox Huntsman, my old Huntsman, right there. And since it's a single blade, let me put this away. It's going to be slimmer and lighter to carry in the pocket. There's the coal miner, the Rough Rider coal miner, another favorite of mine. And of course, we had to include Jack Wolf, the Big Bro Jack. Check that out. Now, don't you just love, I don't know if it happens to you, but it happens to me. If I line up in a table part of my collection or my collection of traditional knives, it just draws my attention immediately towards it, and it looks so good. And although I love my modern folders, these traditionals just catch my attention a bit more. And I do love my modern folders, don't get me wrong, but there's just something, how can I put it? They just have that je ne sais quoi, that that touch of elegance, right? That you cannot compare still. It's just something not comparable, right? Well, let me know what you guys think. And of course, like I said, let's have a look at that. You can see, since it's just a single blade, let's get a close-up, how it's going to be thinner, easier to carry. Of course, I do suggest a slippy. That is something that when we carry a traditional, I do recommend to use a slippy for our traditionals. Otherwise, it gets some just a bit of scratches, minor, or perhaps even bigger, but just in order to protect it a bit more, you know, I do suggest to protect them a bit more. And let's see the weight. Ounces, 2.75 ounces. And since it's the same size as the bug out, I want to see. $180 without the lanyard, it should be like $175. So it is 170. It's an ounce heavier than the bug out. Just so that you guys know. Anyways, this is still a great 5th pocket knife, as you can see. And I always carry, whether it's a Jack Wolf, whether it's a Rough Rider, whether it's a case, I always carry a traditional with me as a secondary knife. What about you guys? Hope you guys enjoyed it. Professor EDC out.